I was, and I went to the Sopranos table because those people are unreal to me, you know.
Right.
And so I just sort of stood around, and
you stood near the Sopranos table.
I just sort of stood there.
You went from You went from I went over to like, hi everybody, Louis C.K. to amending your story to I stood around there.
I stood around the Sopranos, and Gandolfini was really nice. He said, like, I saw your show. I laughed.
Right.
Like, he said it like that, like he can't say anything directly, you know, that monster thing. And
right.
Do you think it was funny? I laughed. That's all I'm willing to say. But Paulie Walnuts came up to me.
Paulie Walnuts.
And he just goes, yeah, Lucky Louie. Like jabbed me in the chest like that.
Right.
Yeah, Lucky Louie. And I'm like, yeah. And he says, yeah, that show, let me tell you something. You got to hire some new writers because that show's a piece of He said, you gotta fix it. You're gonna be committing Harry Carey within a year. That's awful. He's like, I turned it on. I was like, oh, what is this? Like, he's just hated it. And I wrote the show too, so I did. But there's no way I'm gonna go, see here, Mr. Walnuts. You know,
how dare you?
No, and I was
Mr.
really
Walnuts.
honored that I got to meet that's meeting Paulie Walnuts.
Sure.
It would have been disappointing if he was like, I really enjoy your show.
You met the real guy.
I met the actual
Did he start hitting you with a baseball bat at any
point?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know, you're a very funny comic. I've watched, your act a lot over the years, and you talk a lot, of course, about being married and being a, dad. Do you miss anything about being single, the single life? Because, you do a lot of material about, you obviously love your kids and your wife, but
I do. But there's a lot of avoidance in being a dad. Like, I love to run errands. Like, the other day, I flushed all the toilet paper down the toilet so I could get out of the house, have something to do. Right. We love errands. Dads love errands.
Yeah.
But anything. I'll go paper towels. I'll go to the paper towel factory in Nova Scotia and get them right now. But I don't miss being single because I hated that.
You didn't like being single?
No, I wasn't good at it. I didn't know how to get with women. I had one beautiful
Maybe it's the way you phrased it.
Yeah, get with me.
I wish to get with you.
I wish to get with you.
If that's possible, contact my lawyer.
I wish to have you.
Yeah.
I was with one really hot woman once, and she got very drunk and slept with me. And the next morning, I remember her looking down at me, and she was so horrified. And she just looked at me like, ugh, like I feel like she had felt like she had raped herself with me somehow. And I saw her. Oh God! I saw her questioning everything that led up to being with me.
Yeah.
And I realized, like, I am somebody's rock bottom moment. The moment in someone's life where they looked at me and went, okay, I gotta stop all of this crap. I gotta reconcile with my dad. I gotta go back to school. Anyway, I was watching the election bullshit, and I don't think either of these guys should be president, and because they're both rich, and I have a problem with that because rich people don't know what it's like to be anything but rich. They have no idea. But see, poor people know what it's like to be rich. They know exactly what it's like because they got it all worked out in their heads what it's going to be like when they're rich. Every detail. I'm going to live in a chocolate house, and I'm going to wipe my ass with live rabbits, and the whole fucking thing. But rich people don't fantasize about being poor. Why would they? Oh, I'm going to have to wait in line and take the bus. The bus is when that's when you know you're poor again. That's the fucking word. Fuck. I'm on the bus again. At least you can get off the bus. The subway, sometimes you get trapped down there, man. I never know where the fucking train is going. I have no idea where I'm going to end up when I get on a train. I get on the train, they make announcements, there's a dot on the side, but none of it adds up, really. The guy's like, this is a C train, but we're not making any C stops. If you want to go to 40, look, get the fuck off the train, first of all. We're not going wherever you're going. Get off. And everybody's like, ah, shit! So you see everybody break out of their trance. They're all sitting there, and I gotta see, oh, fuck, motherfucker! That's where everybody loses it. I actually saw this. There was a guy that's like a priest, like one of these crazy, like homeless priests with a Bible saying, Jesus gave so that we could all have love, and Ladies and gentlemen, this train is going out of service. Oh, motherfucking cunt! Jesus Christ! Fucking whore! Fucking bullshit! The worst is when they go express, like on a whim. They just decide, let's not stop anymore. This stopping is no fun. Let's just go until we hit a wall or something. And they tell you as the doors are closing, next stop 205th Street. And you gotta try to act like not one of the people that shouldn't be on the train, you know. Oh, that's great, it's good, that's good. I want to get there quicker. Yeah, that's right where I'm headed. It's good news. You gotta do that. You can't go, oh my God! I don't belong on this train! Help me! I'm afraid of that area! You just see all the people moving their wallets to the front pockets. Just going, what the fuck else? Fucking things. All right, I'm ready. It's a weird fear that, white people have. Nobody who's not white is at all afraid. I swear to God. No, I don't know that. But I know that all white people are, because it's like an automatic fear. Most white people live in New York all their lives, never go to Harlem, never even see it. It's like a beautiful place, never fucking see it. Because they're certain that as soon as you go to Harlem, someone immediately murders you. Like, it's just an automatic, someone just stabs you right in the face the instant you fucking cross 125th Street. Hey, how you doing? There you go. You know, that's all people in Harlem do. They just stand there waiting. They don't have any, like, busy lives or social lives. They just stand there waiting for lost white people to kill when they get there. What's so uptight about race, you know? But one thing you can say racially that nobody ever gets offended is white trash. It's the one term that when you use it, nobody gives a shit. When you say white trash, nobody ever goes like, hey, man, come on, why are you guys talking like that? That's not cool. Nobody defends white trash. You could be talking to the most liberal hippie in the world. Hey, I saw the guy, he was white trash. We'll go, ha, fuck that guy. White trash piece of shit. Those people are hilarious. They're starving to death and live in trailers. Let's go shit right in their faces right now. I was in upstate New York recently, and people in upstate New York, pretty much all their lives are just shit there. I don't know if you've been up there, but you ever just drive through a whole town and you go, man, everybody's life sucks here. You can tell because if you drive through a town where people's lives are okay, they're walking around, they're doing stuff. You're going through these towns in upstate New York, people are just standing in front of their houses like... I saw this guy with a sign. I was at a red light in this town in upstate New York, and the sign said, honk if you love America, right? And I'm looking at the guy, and well, who is this guy? What is he doing? He's just standing there. Where the fuck is... That's his day? He went out, and that's what he decided to do today? What kind of a day is that? And he looks at me, and he's like angry because I haven't honked yet. And he's like, come on, honk, motherfucker. And he's like, oh, pissed off. And I decided, you know what, I'm not honking. Fuck him. Fuck him. He doesn't get to decide this rule. Who gave him the right to decide this, that the fucking... Fuck you. What if I go up to him with a t-shirt that says, lick my balls if you love Jesus? Come on, man, you gotta do it. What are you, a Jew? Lick him! Thanks a lot, folks. Good night. Enjoy the rest of the show.
And also, you gotta die to go to hell, and I don't want to die. I like my life. I'm very happy. I'm married, and I love my wife. I love her very much. My wife hates me. She fucking hates me. She hates me so much. Like, that's what she does. Like, if you ask her, what'd you do today? I fucking hate that guy. That's what I did today. I hate Louis. She's so mad at me all the time. Here's the latest thing. The other day, she got really mad. She said to me, you know what you did? You filled the dishwasher with dishes, you put the soap in, and you didn't turn it on. And I'm like, oh, shit. What are we going to do now? But But here's the part where she blows my mind. This is amazing when she gets to this level. She says, well, why didn't you turn it on? Like I have a reason for not turning it on. And I'm like, can't I just be stupid? Can't it just be that I'm a fucking idiot? That I filled the dishwasher and then I went, boo, and I walked away? I can live with that. I'm cool with that. But she says, no, why'd you do it? Which means I decided not to do it. Do you know how much more of an asshole that makes me? That means I filled the dishwasher and then I went, you know what? Fuck her, I ain't turning it on. She can suck my dick if she thinks I'm pressing that on button. I'll fill it, but I don't fucking press on, not in my own house. Why would I do that? That would be crazy. The thing that she's usually mad about is simple. She says that I don't listen to her when she's talking. And I don't. But it's not because I don't love her, blah, blah, blah. It's because I try to listen. I really do. When she talks, I just stare at her face. I'm like, come on, bring the story. But somehow I'm like, what the I can't do it. I try. Because every story gets divided into 50 stories that all branch out into these crazy, and I'm like, holy shit. I've got ADD. I can't do it. I'm like, fucking please. But I try every time I try because I love this retarded woman. So I try really hard to listen to her stories. Other people don't even try. We go to parties, she starts talking, people just walk away like, fuck this, that lady's crazy. Who would waste time listening to that crap? Me. She can't help it. I really feel bad for her because the thing is that every word of the story gets her so excited that she wants to fucking run with it and she can't fucking just break through and get to the end or even the beginning. This is my wife telling a story. She's like, guess what happened to my mom today? You remember I told you my mom how when she was in college, not when she went to Michigan, when she transferred. Remember because that guy got weird and she had to leave because he was, not the Iranian guy, that was a different story. That guy, I think he was Persian. I heard that Persia actually split. What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus Christ! Pick a thing! Have some consideration for the fucking listener. I don't do that. Here's me telling a story. I bought a tomato and I ate it and it was good. That's a story anyone can follow. It's about a tomato the whole time. I like being married though. I do. I really like it. I seriously do. We were having sex, my wife and I, a couple of weeks ago, which is amazing that we did that because we never have sex. Never. Because we have a baby, and our baby's a fucking asshole and won't let us have sex. No, fuck, that kid's a jerk, man. Seriously. Every time she's got some urgent shit in her room. Papa, come in here. I meant now. Okay, I go in there. What's up? I need a pair of pants to put on my pony. Wow, holy shit. I'm trying to fuck your mom in there. Would you give me a break? Can a guy fuck your mom for a minute? There is no sex, man. I had no idea that marriage just means no sex. No, none, fucking none. I have friends that are thinking of getting married and they say funny shit like, hey, you know, I don't know if I could do it because I don't know if I could have sex with one woman for the rest of my life. I'm like, don't worry about that shit. You're going to have sex with 0 women for the rest of your life. That's a lot less than one woman. Who the fuck do you think you are? Where'd you get that fantasy? I'd love to have sex with one woman for the rest of my life. Any one woman. Big, fat, dead lady with a beard, I'd fuck her every day. I'd be proud to have her.
Hey.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I mean, I really like people. And I even think that I'm pretty cool sometimes. But I really, I'm very pleased to be here because I do love The Moth, and I listen on the radio all the time, and it kills me every time. It's nice to know that you can reliably cry by listening to something, you know? Always makes me cry. I don't want to thank the people who told their stories, the kids and all these people, because I think stories is the only thing that you have that's really only yours. A lot of people have money and other possessions or ideas, but your stories are the only things that you're the only one who has them. And then just by telling them, then everybody else has them. So that's why I think stories are great. So they asked me to tell a story, and I told a few to my daughter, and this one she just said, yeah, tell that one. And I think it's mostly because she wanted me to stop. It was the last one. She's like, just tell that one. Can I go back to what I was doing? But anyway, I went to Russia in 1994. I went to Russia, and it had just become Russia again. It was the Soviet Union until really that year, everything started to crash down. And at the time, I was a writer for the Conan O'Brien show, and I had written there for 2 years, and I was burnt out, and I didn't want to do it anymore. So I went to the head writer, and I said, I have to quit, because I think I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. And he said, take 2 weeks off, and we'll pay you for the 2 weeks. And I said, okay, I'll do that. So I had nowhere to go, and I thought, maybe I'll go to Russia. I really don't know why. I can't really explain any decisions I made then. Because I have children now, so you don't have to search when you have children. You're not like, oh, what could I do to enhance my life? You're just sort of compelled to do whatever comes at you at a certain age in life. But I was in my 20s. I had no wife, nothing. I had no girlfriend even. I just was this guy, and I had money from a TV job. And so I just said, I'm going to go to Russia. Because when I was a kid, I used to read Russian novels, and I loved them. And I would open all the windows so I would be cold, and I wanted to be cold like they were. So I just decided I'm going to go. And also somebody told me that the wall had just come down in the Soviet Union, and that Russia was a really crazy place at the time. So I said, I'm going to go there. I speak no Russian. I can't even look at the alphabet and understand what I'm looking at. There's no place more foreign to me than Russia. So I went. I went to Moscow, which is, when you land in Moscow, it's just forest, and there's a city in the middle of just forest. It's terrifying. And as the plane goes down, you're like, no, I didn't want to really do this. And the whole time there, I couldn't fend for myself. It was already a country that was just broken in pieces. And the weirdest things happened to me there, and they just became normal after a while. Like I was in a restaurant, and a waiter came up to me, not my waiter, and he said, Coca-Cola? And I said, uh-huh. He said, Coca-Cola. And I said, sure. I don't drink Coca-Cola, but I had learned by that point to just do what they're asking you to do. Sure. So he went to the kitchen and he got a Coke in a can, and he handed it to me, and he said, $5. Because only dollars were worth anything there. And I said, okay, on my bill. He said, no, $5, me now. So I gave him $5, and he put on his coat and he left. He just sold me a Coke on the side and then quit his job. So those are the kind of confusing moments I was having there. And I couldn't talk to anybody, and I was so lonely. It's difficult. I mean, I was alone, and I just sit in the room and go, okay, that was a really fucked up day. I hated that day. And I tried to watch television, and the TV was American shows like Dynasty. And the way they translate, they didn't have, what they did was the sound is a little down, and there's just one man saying all of the dialogue over the whole show. I was there for 2 weeks, and it just was crushingly, I had made no contact with anyone. And then one day I went into the subway. Now, if you've never been to Moscow, the one thing I learned there is that, well, the streets are I can't gesture with this thing. It's beautiful, but I can't keep punching you in the face with a big white fist. Okay. The streets in Moscow during the Cold War, they were made wider so that they could have missiles go down the middle of the street. for the parades. And if you go there, you'll find out, if you go behind the big buildings, they actually tore the buildings off of their foundations and dragged them back. And a lot of the bigger buildings in Moscow, in the back, they're being held up by like bricks. It's really unnerving how unsafe the whole city is. So the streets are very wide, and you can't cross the street on a green light. You'll never make it. So they made tunnels so you can go under, and those are connected to the subway. And the subway in Moscow, you go down in an escalator and you keep going until you think, it just keeps going. Like, this is so deep, this is really upsetting. But anyway, everyone hangs out in these tunnels. I went in the middle of December. I went to Russia in the middle of December alone. And I'm standing in the subway and I'm watching a violin player. And the one thing about Russia still today, I think, is that no one has any money. So when you see a guy playing the violin in the subway, he's like the first chair violin for like the Russian symphony orchestra, because that doesn't pay shit, and at least he can get a few kopecks in the subway. So I'm watching him, and these other people are sitting on the floor, and we're crying. Everybody's crying. Everybody. It's just normal. People are just watching, just wiping away tears. And there's a young fella sitting here, and he looked my age. I was 25 at the time. He looked about 25, and he was tattered and just watching this violin player. And then this group of kids walked by, about 8 children, ranging from 5 to 10 years old, and their faces were dirty, like in Oliver Twist, like they were in a play. Like they had rubbed dirt on their face. And they're all wearing men's coats that they're wearing as from the neck down to the floor. And none of them have sleeves, their hands in their sleeves. Their sleeves are just flopping. They were like street urchin kids. And the coats, it just looked like these men's coats. And you kind of knew all the men who owned those coats are dead. And at least one of these kids killed those guys. Like, I swear I looked at an 8-year-old's face and thought, he has murdered. And that's what they looked like, just tough little kids. And I'd seen them before in Moscow. They work in groups. The guy sitting below me that I identified with called out to the head kid in the front. I don't speak Russian, so I just knew he was going, he's appealing to him. He needed something. And the kid with his hands in his sleeve looked at him suspiciously and said, like, what the fuck, why, what do you want from me? And the guy went, explaining himself, and he showed that his shoe had come apart. And he showed that his shoe was like a flap, and he showed the kid, and he showed him his shoe, and the kid shrugged and said, like, okay. And the kid's hand appeared from out of the sleeve, and there was a tube of shoe glue in his hand. He didn't rummage for it, it was already there. And he handed it to the guy, and the guy fixed his shoe with the glue, gave it back and just did. And then the kid from he took his other hand had a paper bag, and he put the glue in, and he huffed it, and his eyes rolled back, and he got high. And then the group kept going, and I couldn't believe what I just saw. That the misery in this country at that time was so calculable and so predictable that this guy thought, my shoe's broken. Oh, there's a child. He's sure to have some glue in his hand because the state of our nation is so wretched. And I looked, and he looked at me, and I was startled, and then he laughed, and I laughed. And he's the only person I had any contact with in the whole of the Soviet Union. And I realized this is why I came here, to find out how bad life gets, and that when it's this bad, it's still fucking funny. That's all I got. Thank you.